GTA 6 has been delayed to 2026. This is an emergency reaction podcast from me, Jordan Midler, and Chris Gillian of VGC. We start with Rockstar's statement. Grand Theft Auto 6 is now coming on May 26, 2026. We are very sorry that this is later than you expected. The interest and excitement around a new Grand Theft Auto has always been truly humbling for our entire team. We want to thank you for your support and patience as we work to finish the game. With every game we have released, the goal has always been to try and exceed your expectations, and Grand Theft Auto 6 is no exception. We hope you understand that we need this extra time to deliver at the level of quality you expect and deserve. We look forward to sharing more information with you soon. Sincerely, Rockstar Games. Chris Gillian, it's the most anticipated delay in history, but it also came as quite a shock when it actually happened.
Yeah, as we record this, this is assuming this will go up before our main podcast,
right alongside,
which we recorded earlier today, and I believe in the other podcast I specifically stated it's definitely coming out this year. So I mean, I stand by it.
Yep.
I still think it's going to happen. It's just all we need this week for something like this to happen. Yeah, it's. To be delayed is one thing, but to be now more than a year away, is going to be pretty hard going for fans who have been kind of waiting for this. I'm already seeing that stocks are potentially dropping. I don't need to verify that. I'm seeing tweets coming in after the delay. Take-Two shares prices. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. But yeah, fun times.
Yeah, it's weird that Strauss Zelnick was saying that, pretty confident about hitting the old 2025 release date, but this is probably just getting ahead of the financials we talked about earlier. My main thought is, what about all the publishers and developers that have been scheduling their games to get out of 2025 now running headlong into a mountain of shite next May?
This is the thing. This is what I was saying. I wrote this in the story that I just put up, is that we will probably early next week now see a slew of new game announcements and release date announcements coming now for the fall of this year, because it was reported earlier this year by Bloomberg that a lot of companies were holding fire, a lot of publishers were holding fire for a GTA release date, because the ultimate kiss of death is releasing within 2 weeks of that game.
Yep.
So they'll all basically now be fighting each other to come out in September, October, November time. Because as big as Borderlands is, when's Borderlands again? Borderlands in September, early September.
It's the 12th now, I think, something like that.
As big as a deal as Borderlands is, I don't think it's that big a deal that you could come out a week or two after it and worry about competing with it too much. So my camera's disappeared even better.
Chris Gillian's camera has been delayed. Rockstar heard them talking about the delay, and that's him.
Good. Well, I'll just continue talking without a camera.
Keep going. I'll put Tommy Vercetti over you until you pop back up.
Oh, the legend. But yeah, so it's you're going to get a lot of developers now basically coming out and publishers saying, okay, our game's coming out in late September, our game's coming out in October, our game's coming out in November. And you're probably even going to get some interesting clashes where they're all now trying to squeeze themselves into the same calendar. So, but it does seem that this was the trigger a lot of them were waiting for to pull. And yeah, but it's crazy times. I'm just going to try and fix this camera.
Yeah, go for it. I'll just muse. Why did they move Borderlands then? That's like even weirder. So the rest of this year is looking like you've obviously got from 2K, you've got Mafia and you've got Borderlands 4 as well, but and the NBA game. But moving a GTA to next year is such a huge moment. I bet that something that is now that was currently like January, February, March. They go into the office and they say, look, we've got a once in a lifetime opportunity here if we can get this out this half of Christmas instead of the other side, we might have a much better shot, because not only is the entire month of May now gone, your June's away, your July's away, and the oxygen will be totally sucked up in January, February, March by like the trailers and the kind of hype generation, and them eventually saying that they're going to charge £100 for it. But it's this is the biggest. It's going to be the biggest video game release of all time. So everyone's going to be desperate to get away from that.
You also now get this domino effect potentially of games that would have been planned for early next year. Like you say, potentially trying to get rushed in forward ahead of time, or even games that were planned for like May, June next year will now maybe either get put back further, or publishers might try and put the pressure on, say we can maybe try and get these games out earlier.
Yeah,
because obviously with the way the industry's working just now, money saving all over the place is being sought. So a publisher will probably likely try and rush a game out rather than continue to pay their staff for another 4 or 5 months while they sit on a game and let it kind of be delayed. So you might end up with situations where games are coming out earlier than they're supposed to. And then launching in like a bad state and being patched post-launch and stuff like that. So there's a million kind of dominoes that are going to fall as a result of this announcement today, and it's going to be interesting to see where they fall.
We've got some reaction here. Jason Schreier over at Bloomberg. Nobody I've talked to at Rockstar has believed fall 2025 was a real window for a very long time now. Too much work, not enough time, and what appears to be a real desire from management to avoid brutal crunch. GTA 6 slipping to 2026 has seemed inevitable for months, and off the back of that, Take-Two's share has sunk 16% after the delay of GTA 6. So
this is going to be an interesting one with Schreier saying that it seemed inevitable for months. You've then got to ask why in February Take-Two during the investors call were saying it was very much still on track for fall. If this has been something that's been coming for a while, I would hope that during their next investor call, which is reasonably imminent, they'll be getting asked questions about when did you know this was happening, because this was if this has been planned for a while, especially a delay like that. Like 2 months ago, 2 months ago they're saying, "Oh, we'll be out in the fall," and then 2 months later they're saying, "Actually, it's going to be about 9 months after that." That's a hell of a. That's not just add and polish. That's a lot of extra work.
Yeah, it's quite ridiculous. I honestly, we were in that situation where it felt like the next Rockstar announcement would be trailer 2 is coming, and it's not happening until March. Which, I mean, it clears up the rest of the year from a release perspective, but it also, I don't think they'll talk much about this game for a long time now. I think they will do a reintroduction in 6 months' time and then start the hype cycle again. Because do you think they regret putting out that first trailer when they did? Because it's been so long now. Because GTA 6 was a known entity. Like, it's not as if they were talking about it prior to the announcement trailer, talking about the next Grand Theft Auto. Or do you think it's just a case of they're in such a unique situation, whatever they do will be talked about forever?
I think they kind of had to do the trailer because things were leaking.
Yeah.
And if we were still in a situation where we hadn't seen a trailer yet, everyone would still be looking at that old leaked footage and saying, "Oh," they'd still try to draw things from it. I think putting like a marker on it and saying this is the vibe, this is the characters, this is how the general feel is going to be, was something they kind of had to do after the leaks. But I'm sure, given the choice, especially now, they wouldn't have liked to have started the hype train so early. Although, to be fair, the hype train probably started the day after 5 came out. Apologies for my screen shaking for people watching the video versions. But yeah, it's a weird one. It's going to be an intolerable year because the hype, the rumors and the hype and the speculation is just going to be endless for another year. And I just want the thing to be out now so we can actually talk about the game itself.
Me too. But we'll have much more to say about GTA 6 in the future. Apologies for the instantly outdated podcast, but we hope this makes up to you. Thank you for all your support. Check out patreon.com/videogameschronicle. From me, Jordan, it's goodbye. From you, Chris,
it is also goodbye subsequently.
And we will see you when GTA 6 comes out on March 26th.
May 26th.
It's coming out on March the 1st. I actually got a preview copy.
It's just been delayed 2 months.
May 26th, 2026. As of right now, they could update this in 5 minutes and we'll be back. See you later on.